I've learned in the 6 years that I've been advocating that I can't let anyone control what I say. And if people don't like it, then that's too bad. In the first couple of years of me advocating, I was always afraid what people were going to think of me, and I had to be this way, and I had to be that way, and I had to do what somebody else said, or shh, can't say that. But we're advocates, you guys. Speak up. Speak up how you feel on anything. And stop being afraid of what people think. I no longer care what people think anymore. This Facebook, social media advocacy thing, it can become very draining. And so when I feel like I need to say something, I'm going to say it. There's so much more that I could say, but right now I'm trying to hold it in. There are people, okay? You have to understand, not everyone will support you. Not everyone will understand your journey. Not everyone will understand your process in advocacy. Not everyone will understand what is put in front of you and what you feel you need to be doing to reach people, to change people's lives, and to work towards a goal. I am not doing this for me. I could have stopped a long time ago because it's draining. I want to make a difference. And every single one of you should want to make a difference as well. Don't ever be afraid to say how you feel. Ever. That's not how we're built. We're built to speak our mind. And if somebody doesn't like it, who gives a damn? I just thought I'd share that because I have certain things that I advocate about. Number one is the stigma. That's how I started advocacy, from internet radio, because of the stigma. And there's so many people that are struggling with the stigma. I've met people that contact me that have been living with HIV for 27 years, and they don't share their HIV status ever. Ever. The stigma has allowed people to stay dormanted within themselves. And do you know how scary that is? I can't even imagine. I can't imagine. I lived 18 years of my life with HIV, not knowing one person, not one person who was living with HIV. Now I know thousands of people. So I'll never let my voice be silent, ever. Number two, I advocate on HIV criminalization. But you have to remember when I tell you this, that I was one of those who was for HIV criminalization. Yeah, put them away. Until I went to a meeting on HIV criminalization. It changed my whole outlook. Every single person, every adult, everyone who can speak for themselves is responsible for their own sexual health. If you want to have sex, be responsible. Stop putting blame on somebody else and making you look like a victim. That stings me so bad. If that's the case, I'm a victim. If that's the case, everybody's a victim. But you don't see everybody out there who's living with HIV trying to put somebody in jail who transmitted HIV to them. The funny part is that I noticed that it's only black women who are putting people in jail for criminalization. Why is that? I don't see any white women. Maybe I know one. I don't see any gay men putting anybody away for criminalization. If you go and look back, there are only black men being put away for criminalization. It's not very many white men. And it's the black women that are doing it. You are responsible for your own sexual health, and you need to be honest with yourself. You need to be honest with yourself and stop playing a pity party, because that's what a lot of people are doing. You are holding resentments because you contracted HIV. I'm going to tell you how I look at this. Things are not put on us on purpose. They're not put on us on purpose. We are put here to go through things for a reason, and to use that and turn it around and make it out of something that can help someone else. But if you live your life still wanting to put people away for criminalization, you're doing nothing but keeping the stigma going and having people look at us living with HIV, like we're shit. It's the truth. You want to say stop the stigma, but you're the one continuing to make people look at people with HIV like shit. And I'm not shit. And it upsets me. There are so many different reasons why somebody living with HIV will not disclose. And it's because of the stigma and the other shit that people do to make them afraid. People want to be in relationships. They want to be loved. They don't want the world to push them away. Do you think, how can you justify intentionally transmitting? I don't care if 5 or 6, 7 or 8 people can transmit HIV from that same person. It's their mental state. It's their mental state. And then what about those women who do sex work because they need to survive? They need to eat. And they're living with HIV. Do they deserve to go to jail too? No. There is a reason why people don't disclose, and it's because of this damn stigma. And there's people living with HIV that won't let it go. And they're creating the stigma. Stop it. And there's so many different issues I could talk about. But I'm not going to hold my tongue any longer when it comes to advocacy. I'm tired of it. We're supposed to be in this together. There is no togetherness. There is none. I've never seen anything like it before in my life. The separation, the division, everybody's divided. when we need to come together as an HIV community and advocate on all HIV issues together. People trying to win, trying to be the best. The best at what? The best at saving lives? Come on. And then in actuality, some of them aren't doing shit. They're just getting funding. What have they actually created to help someone? That's my opinion. Then I had to share. And I love every single one of you. And I'm going to continue to support those who support me. I'm going to value those who value me. Period. I will no longer drain myself for others who give a damn about me. I don't even get on Facebook as much as I used to. I use Twitter and sometimes Instagram because it's more inspiring. I want to be inspired. I don't want to look at people complaining all the time. So, I create posts and then I get off. I let people give their opinion because we can agree to disagree, and I get off. I don't even comment half the time anymore on opinions because everybody has their own opinion. Okay? So, I love you guys. I thought I'd share, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks. I'll have another show. And the show is on ending the epidemic. That's bullshit. It is on the transmission of HIV and how can it end. It's on U equals U. It's on the stigma. It's on barriers. It's going to be a good one. And there's people from different organizations. I'm trying to get a physician. It's going to be a great show. And I hope you guys can join. So, everybody have a happy Saturday. And I'll see you soon.